Friday.
What's up, fish
Friday.
buddies?
It's Friday, Friday. What's up, Chatterbait? What's up, Kyle?
What's up, Kenny? What's going on, Kyle?
Are we live? It don't show it on
live.
YouTube. It don't show it on YouTube yet on mine.
Well, because of Janet Jackson,
He must be.
Delayed.
It must be because it says Highlandia.
Oh, hello.
It's got to be, right?
Yep, we're up. We're up.
Wow. Okay. That was
Nice
weird.
dear, Kyle.
That one night we did that. Yeah, Kyle. John was telling me. Congrats.
What's up, Gary?
Hey, Kenny. Hey, Gary.
Hey, Gary.
What's
Hello,
up, Joe?
Show in the house.
Put up. Joe needs to join us. We need the triangle up here.
Yes, Joe.
Come on, Joe. Doc will put the link up. You can join the triangle tonight.
There you go, Joe.
Good morning, Amanda. Yay.
Hey, Amanda.
So here.
Joe eating.
What y'all been up to this week?
Oh, working around the house. You know, had a hurricane and working around the house, and I'm taking the motor off the back of the boat. I got it, like I was just telling you, I got it out there ready to lift off in the morning. What's up, Rob?
Hey, Rob.
I haven't seen Rob yet.
Rob's there. He showed up here. He's way up
there.
there.
He is. Hey, Rob.
Rob, you guys get anything from that storm? We didn't get much, man.
Nah, Lindy has been school working it this week, so we just been busy. I ain't mailed nobody's nothing off.
Yeah.
So if you're in here and you won last week, it ain't coming yet. To put 2 bushings in, Kenny. See if I can explain it. You know, on your motor, you got the part that bolts to the boat, and then the rest of the motor that sits on top of your trim, it has to swivel. It has to swivel on this shaft where it's got 2 plastic bushings, and from Donkeyland Road vibrating, they kind of wobble a little bit. So I'm putting them in before they go too bad.
Hello, Steve.
And I don't have to take the motor. Well, it's got to come completely off. I don't have to go nowhere. I just have to get the weight off of it so I can take the mounting plate off.
And hey to Vanna, too. She's in there with you.
What's up, Steve?
Yeah, I didn't.
Wait a minute. I got to go to work 2 hours late. Oh, open it. Oh, okay. That's all Rob got was 2 hours.
So yeah, you guys didn't get much. I mean, because they were showing it kind of going right across like Orlando. I think like really you see all that stuff on the TV and everything. I think it just the king tides and the high tide and just the timing of the storm. I think it really just kind of battered the coast. That was really about it. Because like inland, there really was. But I mean, it was a tropical storm. You know, low end Cat 1. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it came right across us. You know, about 5 a.m. when I got up, the eye had just went across us, and that's when we got our strongest wind. Was behind it. It whipped it like morning. It was whipping out here. Wasn't it much rain or nothing. Our, you know, the big canal ditch around our house, it's full of water, but it didn't get to the top of it or nothing.
Yeah, we didn't get much rain at all. I mean, I purposely did not fill the pool. You know, it was down just a little bit, and I didn't put any water in it. Figured, all right, I'll leave it low. They're talking about like, you know, 3 to 5 inches of rain. I mean, it barely came up. You know, we didn't get much rain at all. Not like a steady rain. And then I want to say we got like maybe a 55 mile an hour gust. And that was about like at 3 a.m. I heard it. It woke me up. But other than that, that was it. You know, I moved all the stuff in off the front porch just to be on the safe side. Hey, Shane.
Yeah, there was a lot of beach erosion. We got a lot of rain, but not a lot of damage. There was maybe 1,000 people without power here in Okeechobee.
Yeah, at one point they said there was like 7,000 out here.
Yeah.
Our power went off and then went right back on, and that was about like at 10 o'clock, and that was it.
Oh, yeah, it's heading your way. Yeah, Kyle. Yeah.
And Mr. Shane, now that you're in here, looking at the extended forecast, next Tuesday is 84, 66 at night. Next Wednesday is 84, 63 at night. Thursday is only 75, 60 at night. And then Friday, it's back up to 77, 65 at night. So the coldest night we're going to have in 2 weeks is the night before you come.
So hopefully they're not all turned off.
But just one, like I said, that one night, it'll, when that sun pops back up Friday morning, by 9 o'clock, they're going to be back. Should be back to feeding if it did anything.
Yeah.
So. But it's pretty weather, Shane. Looks like it's going to be good.
Yeah, it's
what Kenny and Joe are talking about, the pier down there in what was that, Lauderdale Deerfield, that pier got messed up.
Hey, Laura.
Hello, Laura.
Yes, Shane, I'm excited to see you down here, too.
Laura.
I hope we can get on some fish.
Yeah. So headed your way.
Yeah, it's going up the East Coast. And, of course, ABC Nightly News is making it, an extremely terrible type of situation. I love how like deadly path. Like they literally put up, I was watching it earlier, they literally put up deadly path of Nicole. 4 people died. 2 of them died because they were stupid and walked out into water with an electrical line down in it. Okay.
Yeah, to me that don't count as a hurricane death. That's an idiot death.
Yeah.
But dude, I think I'm telling you, it was to keep your mind off the election. They built that. We got subtropical storm warnings. I never got a subtropical. I mean, it's not a tropical storm yet, but here's your warning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've had way worse.
I was happy with the election in our state.
Oh, I was too. But we've had way worse storms in July than we had from this.
Yeah, they're still.
Oh, heck yeah.
Help themselves from Ian over there on the West Coast. They still got damage and repairs, and it's still bad over there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Gary. Hello, Gary.
I know we were talking with Chris in the text group that we got going. Like, what's wrong with the people in Pennsylvania?
Man, I wish Bogley was in here. Me, you, and Joe. Let me tell everybody a story. Who started that 4-way text?
I don't know.
It wasn't me. It was Joe. Did you start? Somehow this 4-person text started. Me, Doc, Joe, and Bogley. Okay. Only problem
you
was
had to have started it.
But it was not then. It was early. It must have been from an old one or something. But anyway, me, Joe, and Doc started texting, and Bogley wasn't near his phone. When Bogley finally picked his phone up the next morning, what did it say? He had 161 text messages.
Hold on.
Yeah, Rob, that's right. Big difference. Parabellum.
Hold on, right there. That's the picture he sent. 161.
Yeah, that's what Bogley thought. It was Joe because he was talking about the traveling tackle bag. Wait a minute. Take your hat off. We were talking about the late traveling tackle bag. Rest your soul.
Hey, James. Welcome.
What's up, James? But anyway, we talked crap about a plan. And then I mentioned that we all forgot Bogley was tied into this, even though he wasn't commenting. So then we had to draw straws and figure out who was going to kill Bogley so he wouldn't tell our story. And Doc got voted into that. So Then we had about 30 more texts about how Doc was going to take Bogley out. But that would be a fun. I mean, it's a funny.
Hey,
if
Johnny.
anybody would sit down and read it, it's quite funny.
Steve, I will write you in for around the 20th, and that way, if somebody does
James.
want something, I'll try to work around it.
Steve, bass and crappie. If we go crappie fishing, you can bring Vanna. There's plenty of room. So if you want to do a group one, crappie or bass, or we'll go bass fishing in the morning, go crappie fishing in the evening, just whatever you want to do, man. The bag got passed on to Mark J. Larson, who made an excellent video.
Yes.
And then it got passed to Ugly Dog. And Joe just found out that Ugly Dog's not fishing with it. They're adding lures to it. Their lures to it.
Not Johnny Small Pepper.
Then they're mailing it to some other lure maker who's not making a video and putting lures in it. Then they're mailing it to another lure maker who's not fishing but putting lures in it. So
I think they still have it too and are still painting lures.
yeah, last time we heard Ugly Dog still had it since Mark J. Larson mailed it to him. So we're not really sure. That's why we're just kind of writing that one off.
Which was what? Every bit of almost about a month ago.
Or more. And
Or more?
let me everybody talk about Johnny Small Pepper. Johnny Small Pepper has been on it lately. He has been doing a bunch of lives. I have followed him around YouTube. It seems like the last week he keeps sharing stuff, but Johnny's on top of it. Johnny's on the roll.
Thank you, Johnny.
Joe said it was supposed to leave Ugly Dog today. Cool. Well, maybe it'll get on the move.
I hope, man. I don't know. I wanted to see them fish out of it. I would like to see them, obviously put your lures in there. Absolutely. Totally deserve to put your lures in there. Fish with your lures, then put them in there.
Look what Steve wrote. All four of y'all, we can go crappie fishing and have a great time that time of year. They should be running. We can all get on the pontoon, bring your buddies. Yes, Steve.
It's getting ready. When did we started going out a couple years ago? It was like November, December.
Yeah.
Yeah, by the end of November, it's got to start getting cold. I mean, you can probably catch a few now, but bass are kind of biting good now. So we'll wait till we start getting them cold snaps, turning the bass off. Then we'll start hammering crappie.
I think so, Joe. If not 2.0, yeah, we'll do something. We got to do something to get it. If it just dies, and it doesn't make it to somebody that's going to fish with it, I say we do something. I say we get a new one going.
You see, Mark J. Larson started the traveling trap. It's like a raccoon trap that's dog proof. It's one of them little round ones, but he's going to catch a coon with it and mail it. Oh, I hope he mails it to me. We got all them coons out here. I'll get a damn coon. I don't have to kill it. I'll just catch a coon and let it go.
That's cool, James.
Shane says, start a 2.0.
Yeah, y'all's fish moving up the shallows, maybe finding some warm water, maybe. Joe, they're everywhere. The house our daughter's moving into, I was mowing the grass and they were eating behind me as I was pushing the mower through.
Steve, I'm about 45 minutes from Lauderdale. John Lindy are an hour north of me.
Yeah, it's about an hour and a half, I think, from here to Fort Lauderdale.
Hang on, I'm looking at 82 miles.
What's up, Danimals?
Hi, Danimals.
So the hour and 58 minutes coming just straight across there. And they're down below us, yeah. Oh, that'd be a great ride, though. You'd come up through Alligator Alley and all. That would be cool.
Oh, that'd be cool. Danimal, what a real
Danimals come up in here. What's up, Danimals?
Kenny said, what, 2 hours?
Hour and 58, yeah, 2 hours, something like that. But a great drive.
Oh, I love driving to Lauderdale. I just hate when I get past Lauderdale because then you get into the devil's asshole, which is like Miami, which is where I have to go next week.
And Steve, I'm not sure. I don't think I have anybody here. If y'all come up and fish late and come up in the morning, we'll fish late in the evening into dark. We have 2 guest rooms, so I wouldn't make you drive 2 hours back to Fort Lauderdale. Yeah. Oh, Joe, you can't tell me the drive from Donkeyland. You can't tell me the drive from Donkeyland was it just after 41 fish you caught. Had to be fun.
I bet Joe was driving back the whole time like this.
She's in the hallway. I beat her.
I bet he was rubbing his arms going, I'm tired. I'm sore. I bet he was calling his woman, make me a hot bathtub. I'm coming home, baby.
I want a bubble bath.
Those two play hard. I'm tired. Oh, cool, Dan. Glad you got your boy for the weekend. I know that excites you.
Awesome.
James, are y'all having a lot of rain and any flooding going on, or is your little pond, is it normal pond, or is it
Lavender.
And I know he's calling me the bitch. I know he didn't tell her that shit. Oh, it's not cold. It was 83 today, Dan. I don't know what you're talking about.
He had bass thumb too.
I think he's talking about where he is.
Rob said.
Rob had bass. Did you see Bogley with his bass thumb?
Yeah. Yeah, you guys were on it today while I was working.
Oh, Bogley started that crap.
What's up,
Talking about what's up, Buck? What about Bogley's story about it? I wish he'd come in. We need to bring him up on the live. I want to hear more about the damn arguing out on the damn eddy.
I do too, man. That like I read it when I got done with work, and I was like, dude, how do we not get more into the story about the argument right there on the eddy? I want to know more.
And I want
when somebody yells out, "Hey, bring your boat over this way," you know where I'm docked. I'll slit your throat. Oh, I want to see the end of that. Let's go.
Yeah, anybody could say, "Come to the dock, I'll whoop your ass," but Bogley said it was, "Come to the dock, I'll slit your throat."
This guy had a plan.
Somebody said it on the river while he was out there.
Oh, my.
You know, they just pissed off about their new dude. About old Fetterman or whatever his name is.
Did you see the one
Kenny
just sent?
I posted the ones Kenny sent me on that on the same text we're talking about.
Fetterman.
Yeah, he said I posted that one on our group chat today.
Yeah, that's way cold, Steve.
That's way cold, Steve. Yeah, Joe, they said it was a charter captain out there yelling, "Meet me at the dock, I'll slit your throat." Oh, Laura, it was a good one.
I was on a boat with a buddy of mine. This was years ago. And we were fishing on his pontoon boat, and we had taken the pontoon boat out the Palm Beach Inlet, and we were doing kingfish, fishing for kingfish. I mean, it was dead slick calm, dude. We went out, and we had a day. We caught probably 10 kingfish, a couple of amberjack, bunch of yellowtails. I mean, we had a hell of a day. And we're on our way back in, and we're just cruising, and then these guys start coming in the Palm Beach Inlet on the wave runners. And of course, you guys know anybody on a wave runner is automatically a douchebag. That is that. I said it. They're automatically one. They have no idea the right of way. They don't, it's just I'm on a wave runner. Okay,
whoa. Before you go farther, now remember there's two wave runners sitting on a trailer right here in my driveway.
I know, but you ain't ever been on them.
They do. Yeah, they're my daughters and her mans, but still.
Oh, I agree.
I can't wait to get on them. I want to be that idiot. I'm so looking forward to being that idiot.
Back in North Carolina when I would go
it's like when you get on a wave runner, it's there's this thing that ticks in your brain I'm stupid, and this guy comes so close to the boat, and I didn't think anything of it. I mean, I was just, dude, I'm sitting back. I'm like, oh, hell of a day. Yep, I got my feet up. I'm drinking a beer. I'm like, great day. We got a lot of fish. This is going to be awesome. This guy comes by on the wave runner, and I guess he got a little too close to my buddy Rick's boat. He didn't like it. And all of a sudden, he just throttles back and goes, "That son of a bitch." Because the guy came by us and went back around. He throttles back to let him catch back up to us, because what they were trying to do was trying to jump waves in the inlet, which is stupid. Again, you get on a wave runner, you're stupid. My buddy Rick yells at this guy, "You dumb. If I had my gun, I'd shoot your stupid ass." I was like, "We doing this?" And I'm like, "All right."
Right, Dan.
And I didn't want to tell him, have mine.
Yeah. Okay, hang on. Let me read Bogley's text from this. This is what Bogley started this one out today with. "Shit is getting real out here on the water in the bay. Boats are so packed together, guys are starting to argue boat to boat. The captain of a charter boat that had about 50 people in it was screaming at another guy saying, 'You know where my dock is. Come see me. I will cut your effing throat.' So Bogley wrote, 'I wanted to interrupt it and scream, 'What's your name?'"
What's your
The people that don't know it, I have been stuck on that video where "What's your name?" "Tony." F you, Tony. We have sent that back and forth, but let me show his picture though. He caught a nice fish today.
That is a nice striper.
Let me see if I can get rid of the
he did
live
get a nice
here.
striper. He got a very nice striper. What's up, Ted?
Hey, Ted.
Or Joe called it a barracuda.
That is nice.
That is nice.
What's up, Teddy Ruxpin?
That video cracks me up. But you gotta see the one, like, I remember there's one with dogs. It's like 2 dogs and they're going like back, and they did that with, oh my God, that one cracked me up. That one cracked me up more than the one you sent me, but it's still funny every time you watch it. But the dog one is hilarious, John. You got to find it. I'm not going to find it for you because I'm lazy. So
You know, that's what Joe's talking about. If we all go crappie fishing and we're still talking about, but Joe, we'll done forgot it by then. But you imagine editing the videos in the boat.
We'll bring that up. There's no way we'll forget. We'll
done move on to something
We'll be
else.
sitting there and you'll be like, remember that thing? What was that thing? I'm like, F you, John.
No, I know me. Yeah, there'll be a lot of, what was that we talked about? But I'll never figure it out.
Now we can edit around those crappy videos. Remember the last
Joe,
crappy video I had to do? Remember all the editing I had to do in that one?
See, Joe, that's what's cool. Crappie fishing on Okeechobee. We can go live while we do it. We get signal there.
Yeah.
True.
So we are going to do more lives from the damn crappie boat. We'll take the damn laptop with us.
Yeah. If it gets cold, we'll build a fire.
Oh, I'm going to take my little stove thing out there this year. Joe, I tell you what, when Joe went with us and we went ice fishing, we were debating building a fire on the bow of the pontoon. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I was supposed to go. That's when Jen was sick. I remember that was in February.
Kenny, I think you sent that one to me a couple times.
And it was, that day was cold here. That day was cold here. I can imagine what it was like on the water. There's Chris.
Cold, man.
Chris, you got to come up and share the story about here.
Oh, is Bogey in here?
Yeah, Chris, come up. I want to hear more about this boat captain.
Yes, please, please, Bogley, come up. Yeah, Ted, we had to explain to Doc what a rutcation was a while ago. I hope you get one too. And Kyle's here, Ted. If you need to ask some pointers. Wait a minute. If Ted needs some pointers, Kyle's in here. Kyle, tell Ted how to get a deer. He's having trouble.
Yeah, Steve, that's cold up there, man.
Kyle, I don't do TikTok, and I'm way behind. Okeechobee's about 2 years behind everybody.
On everything.
And we love it.
No, TikTok, I don't do TikTok either.
I saw where they're trying to ban it.
Yeah, they're trying to outlaw TikTok because the Chinese are. See, all you people working with the Chinese. Japan, Chinese, one of them knees. All them knees countries, they can't trust none of them. That's what my dad used to always say. He called any Asian knees. And I had to ask him, what? He's like Vietnamese, Chinese, they all knees. Come on, Bo.
Well, that's why you see on, if you ever look at the analytics when you post a short and you get all those views from your shorts, you ever look at the analytics, a lot of them come from Indonesia and India. And that's because I believe it's banned. The government actually banned it in those 2 countries. And a lot of the people use the YouTube shorts as kind of like the TikTok thing over there. They can't get it.
What's Joe talking about? Doc keeps posting an SWC video, LOL.
Oh, I think the last one I had you guys in it.
Oh, there's a couple shorts you've done from videos with us. That must be what he's talking about. Oh, he clicked the link and it goes to it. Oh, yeah, it goes to our video. That's right.
Hey, Jay.
No, it shouldn't go to our video. It should go to your video.
Yeah, that's weird. Which one?
That's not weird, Joe. That's cool. Beard, you're huge in the Philippines. That's only because you're taller than 6 foot. Laying in bed. You scared, Bogley. I would have jumped up on the live while laying in bed. Said, boys, you want it? Here it is.
Remember that, y'all.
Hell, I think it'd be awesome to do this from in bed right now.
Oh, we could start that trend. Where's the weirdest ass place we can go live from?
No, let's not. Let's
I'll
not.
go live from my crazy mama's bed.
Oh,
Ooh,
don't go there.
don't
Let's
go there.
not.
I don't even
want.
go
I
there.
don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to.
You said you didn't post the StreamYard link.
See, I agree with Steve. Steve has it right. Let's not.
Yeah, let's not. Yeah.
Wait a minute. What's Brown back?
What's up, Matt?
He's saying you didn't post a stream. Oh,
Hey, Matt.
the StreamYard didn't. He said you didn't post a StreamYard link. You posted to our video or something. I don't know.
I didn't.
Tell him,
post
Laura, we
anything.
need to hear the story. We want to hear the story.
The toilet, Ted.
What about Ted in the toilet?
Ted sit in the toilet.
Oh, that link. Oh, you know what? That makes sense because the last thing I copied was your video to put in the description. Enjoy John and Lindy's video.
Okay, now I got you. Go live from the toilet. Didn't know Gite used to do that? Wasn't that how he started? It was like toilet talk. Crazy
Here's the link to StreamYard, not John and Lydia's last video.
Well,
Jesus Christ.
yes, Joe. That's what he's teaching our kids is how to do that shit. Oh, Shane's coming up. You know Shane gonna come up. He is so ready to go to Donkeyland. And James, I don't know if you heard it. Shane's day here is going to be one of them cold front days.
Not a bad cold front.
Wait, hold on. Chris, if you're in bed, how are you downloading your videos? You're lying. You're either at your I don't believe it. I want Chris to come up.
Yeah, I think he is giving us bullshit there. He's ashamed of the guy who won the election, so he won't come up. Oh, that's right. He does everything on his phone. That's right.
Oh,
so
really?
So now he's downloading his footage while he's watching our live on his phone. So it's probably creeping along.
His phone's going to blow up.
Oh, Gary's chomping at the bit, is he? Oh, I can't guarantee him a bunch of big fish, but I can guarantee he'll be fishing around a couple big fish. Oh, Chris isn't going to, Shane. Come on up. There's room for two. What different kind of videos? What did I miss, Steve?
I think he's talking about on Chris's phone.
Oh.
Never a cold back.
Good question, Laura. Good question.
Yeah.
Because it comes from the front. The air usually that comes from the back is a lot warmer and smells bad.
No, after the cold front comes through, the cold air is behind it.
Air from the back of you usually is warmer and smells bad.
Oh, I see where you're going with this. I ruined your joke. I'm sorry. I ruined it.
Wait a minute. Amanda, are you still in here? Is Amanda still in here? Amanda.
Do they have cold fronts in Australia? Are they allowed?
They're probably back fronts in Australia.
But in the southern hemisphere, the wind does.
Do they go the other way? Like, do they go that way?
Do, actually.
Well, like the hurricanes, they travel different on whichever hemisphere, right?
In the southern hemisphere, which they are in.
There she is.
There
Amanda. Poop poopy doo. Poop poopy doo.
Oh, you don't want to push the button?
No, we're not going to hear the song today. We just got a poop poopy doo. They have cold downs in Australia.
Hey, listen.
Laura just trying to be funny tonight.
Uh-huh.
Cold backs.
It's going to be our time here soon, John. Everybody up north is going to have to pack up their stuff and not fish.
Look at Joe. Amanda's dog ate her double pluggers.
Dude, mine did.
Oh, really?
Not Amanda's. Yeah, Kona got a hold of a pair of my sandals.
He blew his out. I bought him some cheapies and blew them out.
I don't know if anybody, I think they even made it to one video. They were cool, what, Oakley red ones?
Yeah.
It was kind of fly, man. One trip.
Yeah.
Bam, blew the side out.
Really blew the side out of them. Hey, Stanley.
In the bottom of them. Hey, Stanley.
Welcome, Stanley.
What was the name of those ones with the bottle opener in the bottom of them?
The reefs?
The reefs. Okay, yeah.
The reefs have the bottle opener in the bottom.
Yeah.
Is that the pair you found that were like small water charters color, the green and yellow?
But they
Yes.
were sold out. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I sent you that link.
Veterans. Yes, thank you to our veterans.
And anybody in here that doesn't have Stanley Orchard's channel, pick him up. If any of Doc's mods would like bang him,
Yeah,
his,
if anybody wants to run Stanley's channel, that would
you
be
talk
much
about
appreciated.
Like epic videography work. I guess that's the right word. That man is a master with the camera. Dog's all plugged up now. Yeah, from double pluggers.
He did puke some of it out, and the other way too. Hopefully,
Okay.
hopefully that was it. I mean, he's acting all right, you know.
We're gonna change her name to
come
Laura.
out one way or the other.
Change her name to Laura the Entertainer tonight. She trying to be so funny.
Uh-huh.
If anybody don't have Laura, y'all go look at her. She loves to fish.
Everybody in here knows Laura, though.
What's up, Owl's Nest?
A fishing girl right there.
That's the only reason I didn't say it. But Stanley, I don't know if everybody's got Stanley's channel.
I put it up.
Oh, I know, but
Okay.
plus he goes cool trips like Cozumel. Don't you like anywhere?
Yeah, he had
way?
Yeah, he had one that he posted that was like, I believe it was down there in Mexico.
And Bogla, you need to go watch his diving videos. They're not quite. I don't call those the Manatee Chronicles.
Thank you, Chris. Cool.
And Kyle, kudos for the shot from outside the blind shooting your crossbow. I noticed. I don't know if anybody else noticed, but I saw that little tidbit you added in there. Cool touch. And everybody probably figures I'm the guy looking at your edits in your video. I may not tell you what you caught or what you got, but I'll tell you when you screwed up some timing somewhere.
All right. So Joe said, hey, so explain the handle thing. I got one. What's it for? As far as I can decipher, the handles are like a way for more people to interact with like your channel and your content. Like even if you don't have like that set URL, if you haven't like changed your URL, you know, after you hit 100 subscribers, you can change your URL to youtube.com/smallwatercharters or /parabellum now everybody that has a handle, when you claim your handle, YouTube started sending out like the emails. You can use it like Stanley's saying on all social media, and you can tell people if you don't have the custom URL, let's say you're under 100, you can tell people, oh, you can find me youtube.com/@parabellumfishing, and it'll take them right to your channel. So they're trying to make it like a little bit easier for people to find you, or for you to promote for people to find you.
Wouldn't it be easier to tell them go to look me up on YouTube?
Yeah, you could, but now you can just say youtube.com/smallwatercharters, and they'll be able to find you that way. Instead of having to search it, it's YouTube trying to compete with TikTok and Instagram, is what it is. I mean,
we don't
when it's
have
all
that
said and done, that's what it is.
TikTok are the damn foreigners spying on us.
Well, yeah, but
I mean, the news about that the other day, where
I did too.
They're trying to ban it.
That's like I was watching. I think it's on a Joe Rogan's podcast. Something I was watching, talking about this new security company that they're claiming that helps you with false alarms. You know, like let's say your window blows open or something and sets your alarm off. They can turn their cameras on and look to see if there's actually an intruder in your house. And all these people are like, oh, that's cool. That's cool. So I like what Joe Rogan said. He goes, what keeps them from just turning your cameras on and watching like, hey, they're fighting again. They're fighting again. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's cool.
All right. Chris is sending.
Yeah, he's added pictures in here.
A nice one. Very nice.
They are nice. You want to show them, Doc?
Yeah. Not for nothing, but I mean,
what he's got to pay. He's got to pay you to show him. What are you talking about? You sunfish king in this deal or something?
No.
Well, you
No,
said you'd
the,
see him, but not for nothing.
No, I'm trying to do two things at once. Calm down. The Joe Rogan thing. Have you ever watched his video about the TikTok terms of service?
Yes.
Like the extended version, not the one that's like 3 minutes long, but like the one where he actually goes through and it's like 11 minutes of him reading the entire terms of service with TikTok. That's pretty messed up.
It is messed up.
Yeah.
But Kyle, there's only one
That's why I don't have it.
water charters. Or as Roland said, or as Roland called us on my damn shout out, big water charters. I still don't know if he's trying to be funny or not with that.
I think he is.
I think he's trying to be funny.
No, I think he was trying to be funny. He knows the name. I don't think he was trying to, I think he was just trying to be goofy.
You see his video today? I didn't watch all of it, but they were at Headwaters. So he run down there and run his boat up on the dike. They walked across the dike over to where the water pumps out at Stick Marsh that he likes to fish. And they were standing there on the bank fishing Stick Marsh.
Wow. I guess he's
Really?
Rob
did that.
On the dike.
There is.
Yeah, Rob did it.
Yeah, Rob did it.
Times everywhere. I'll show you next time.
Well, you'll have to show me.
Yep, I'll show you.
Yeah, Rob did it in the traveling tackle bag video, the second to last video that it actually got fished out of.
Yeah. We need to have a little taps thing play every time we mention it.
Hold on.
Oh, she's having fun posting links, so everybody's thanking you for it. You're just kicking them out there. But yep, Shane at Donkeyland. This is going to be interesting. Steve, crappie fishing.
I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Steve, crappie fishing is going to be fun. I'm going to race Steve up the boat ramp.
Race him how?
Well, you see, that shows you didn't watch. There's a famous him and Earl racing up the boat ramp from the water back up the ramp. And Earl beat him.
Oh, is there?
Yep. And with the water this high, Steve, it's pretty damn near flat everywhere but Donkeyland. So can we make this like Veterans Day / Travel and Tackle Bag Day? What happened to Uncle Buck? He was in here for a little bit.
Our poor traveling tackle bag. I'll leave that on. I'll leave that right there for when we mention it again. Hey, what are you doing?
But see, Kyle, I told him how to beat Earl, and you'll watch. If he wants to race me up it, I'm going to kick him into nads, push him into water, then I'm taking off up the ramp. Simple as that. Hey. There's the girly girl.
Say hi.
Hey, Avery.
Is your tooth growing back yet? Yay. It's coming.
What put Shane in your pajamas earlier?
Doc put Shane
I
the
told
link
you
up.
I did.
Oh. You don't have the link to the live, Lindy. That's what he's talking about.
Oh, sorry.
There it goes. Yep, that's my little superstar.
That's Avery. Say, hey, Stanley.
Say, hey, Stanley.
She did it.
You goofball. Grab Daddy's hat. Put it back on.
Oh, but James, if you're still in there, earlier I saw you left your P-row. You didn't turn it over and it filled up full of water. First, I thought you wrote pierogi, and the only thing I know about a pierogi is that Yankee food, like a big ravioli or something. That's what I thought you were talking about.
She says bye-bye. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Mr. Shane Flint to the show.
Whoa.
Hey, everybody.
Welcome.
Jeremy Albritton. I hadn't seen
Jeremy.
you young man in a long time.
Hey, Jeremy.
I'm still kicking. Good.
What's up, Shane Flint?
Hey, I've been getting all my rods and everything ready to roll for next week.
You only need one. All you need is one.
I got you. I'm going to bring 3. I want to try a few things.
Oh, yeah. I hope you do. I want to see the Shane Flint way.
Probably won't catch anything, but we'll try. But and I got my GoPro and everything packed
Hey,
up.
Doc, my dating site's up there.
New adult dating chat for
That's my new site. That's my second channel I started.
It's only $99.99 a minute.
It might be.
That's funny, dude. It did not show up on my YouTube side.
You know what's funny is we were just talking about how
There
TikTok
it is.
and everything. I think the Chinese and the Japanese or whoever these are listening, and now they're spamming the chat.
That's right. Only bad thing is we're going to lose like 3 or 4 watchers now. They're all going to go over there.
I know they're all gone. Damn it! There goes the watch hours.
Laura, I had some damn Yankee dude made like some mashed potato pierogies. I didn't dig it.
Yeah, pierogies are actually Polish. That's a Polish dish, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, they eat it up north. They don't eat it down south. It must be like North Poland.
Yeah, that's what
I know that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
All right, Jeremy, get something. It had to be North Poland.
All right, Jeremy.
Enjoy that steak, Jeremy.
That's so funny you bring up Poland, dude. This is laying on the table. And earlier today, Shane may remember it. Do you remember the old Polish flashlights that people would make out of these?
Did it have a candle in it?
No, it had the white head strike a match on the front.
Oh, yes.
It had a couple more tapes on the side, like extra light bulbs. You remember those?
Yeah. I do remember that.
I thought about that today, and I was like, I bet you couldn't get by with that now.
Nope.
I just did on Doc Live, but
Portuguese.
even Shiner likes a pierogi. See, it's just a ravioli is all I could figure out. Looks like to me.
It's a ravioli with mashed potatoes and cheese and onions in it. You can get different things in them.
Yeah.
What is it they do at the Thai places? Goyas, or Yoas, or something like that.
Gonads.
Why was that on the table?
Those are real good.
Okay, I'll explain why that's on the table.
Chicken
Because Lindy brought out all the recycle stuff, and I was sitting out here, and I was like, I'll take it out in a little bit. So it was a bag of stuff laying right there that was just in it.
And guess who took out the recycle stuff? No.
Joe was to look that obvious, like I wondered why.
And no, Laura, they're not telephones. You use paper cups. If you're using you're not getting nowhere with that. That's just a megaphone. That's like a real poor phone. Doc, we're done. I mean, that's all you got with that one.
That's a paper towel tube gets you a little bit of a distance on that voice.
Yeah, you can at least get it out there. And actually, you can use a paper towel better. You can use a paper towel tube like your down imaging. The camera underwater at least a couple times. Then you get wet, and you can't use it anymore.
That's a good point.
Didn't they make a big thing like that? Hey, there's the oldest.
Here's Ken's.
Kinsley.
Kinsley. Hello.
Butter and onions.
See, I don't have to. I can't put her in my lap anymore. She's getting too big.
That's right. They grow fast, Doc.
Oh, you
Christmas. Let's not. Let's not. We're gonna break Daddy's leg.
Don't act like you haven't broken your leg before.
Well, no, I broke my ankle before, not my leg.
Your Your ankle is attached to your leg, Father.
Yeah, but it's an ankle.
So, what
It's
time
attached.
you want to start Friday, Shane?
What you tell me? I'm easy.
It's a cooler night, so we don't have to be there to butt crack of daylight. We can pick something like maybe 8 o'clock or something at the Pilot.
Yeah, that sounds good. I can meet you there at 8.
Yeah, there ain't no need to rush because they ain't gonna bite till about 10 probably. So, but you
Then
never
Okay.
know.
Then you get to enjoy the view on the way in. It's spectacular.
Yeah, that dirt road and all. You gotta witness that.
Yeah, I think it's about an hour and 50 minutes from where I'm going to be in Tampa. So
Right. I'm not sure
Yeah.
which way you come in. You may actually drive by the dirt road we're going to meet us and then have to backtrack 15 minutes. But if you come in the other, I'm not sure which way it'll bring you into the intersection.
I'll just
Yeah, true.
the
It comes
quickest.
across.
I was thinking the same thing, Joe.
Why did you think of that? What did I miss?
When Kinsley was talking about my ankle and leg and all
Yeah.
that stuff.
Oh, I was talking to Shane.
Yeah, 8 o'clock sounds good, John. I'll meet you there.
And we'll fish as long as you want to fish.
We can fish the dark. I'm
But,
good.
you know,
That's what I do. And being
you
a
know what's
Friday,
gonna be,
we'll eat.
you know what's gonna be
we'll get
nice
some-
though, and I don't think you guys are gonna be affected that much by it. Avery, stop.
And
Anybody
we'll
want
grab
kids?
some. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Doc.
Anybody want kids?
No.
And we'll eat
Okay.
at the little cafe at the end of the dirt road that when we leave, Shane.
Perfect.
It's a great little cafe. I mean, they got everything from gator bites to fried pickles,
Swamp cabbage.
swamp cab. They got all kinds of stuff.
Long as
Yeah.
it's in season.
And steaks. They got pretty good steaks and all too. Yeah.
See,
All right. Well,
I want to try. I want to try their Avery. Stop. I want to try
Steve,
the. I want to try the
Go ahead.
biscuits and gravy there. I got to have the biscuits and gravy. All right, girls. Go ahead.
Steve, we actually live in Okeechobee. That's the name of our town is Okeechobee.
Getting back to what I was
Stanley,
saying.
that's how my charters are, dude. We start at daylight and we fish until they're ready to go. I don't have a time limit. Until
Yeah.
dark. I tell them you got till dark. Anytime till then.
okay.
I
I'm
don't
a
think you guys are going to be affected too much by the weather because
I don't think
like
so.
John, if you look at the lows every evening, it's steady.
Oh yeah,
You
it's
know,
all the
I mean,
same. And that one day it dips.
Yeah,
so it'll be,
I think.
yeah. If we have a little bit of wind, we should be okay.
yeah,
Yeah, it's
that's
not like
all
we're
we gotta
getting
have,
that weird-
Shane, is wind.
That weird November cold front where all of a sudden it goes from like 80 in the morning or 80 degrees in the mid afternoon, and then we get that cold front and it drops down to like 53. You know.
Yeah.
So I think you guys
Matt,
are going to be fine.
Matt, I'm not sure they got cooter at the restaurant. I think y'all went to Lightsy's when you got some cooter while you was in
Yeah.
town.
Yeah,
They may have
that's
cooter
like
there.
Yeah.
You know what cooter is, Shane?
I do not.
Turtle.
Oh, okay. I've had
It's
turtle
really
before.
good.
That restaurant, a real nice restaurant in town, their shirts say, I got some cooter at Lightsy's. That's what it says on the back.
A lot of people might not think that's a restaurant.
Oh, a lot of people don't think that's a restaurant. That's the whole
Uh-huh.
point of
Yeah. Well,
And
Joe,
what did you see what Joe wrote about getting rid of kids? He said he's got a good used kid. She's emo with all the accessories.
I raised.
It's turtle.
Florida prepaid.
Steve just wants to know if a college fund comes with it. He's debating it.
Hey, we
Still
got,
not worth it, Steve.
We
Matt,
did
you
that
didn't
Florida
know Cooter
prepaid
was
for the
turtle.
girls.
But yeah, it'll be a great day. You can there at the Pilot and grab you drinks or whatever. I got a cooler in the boat and get your
Okay.
stuff there if you got to buy anything.
Okay. I'm not going to bring much tackle. I got a little box back here. I just like, throw a few rods in there. I'm used to my rod, so we'll.
Oh yeah, I'd be bring your rod, but I bet you for the end of the day we got you using a damn Bruiser swim bait or a big jerk.
All right. I'm down for it.
Yeah.
If
Yeah,
there's some
well-
wind, I think I'm going to throw a spinnerbait a little bit. I don't know how spinnerbait works down there, but
Oh, they crush them on it. The reason we don't is because,
I have been using them the last
Yeah.
couple of times.
but we
What
can
up,
do
Billy?
it with the baits. We can do it with the baits we normally use, and you know what kind of drag a spinnerbait puts on your arms. I fish that swim bait and then all of a sudden I'll grab a spinnerbait, and I'm like, oh my God, how can you fish? And I'll go back to my swim bait.
Especially with the trailer.
Yeah. Well, I'm a diehard guy.
Here's Joe's
John, I'll
advice.
fish. Use what they tell you, Shane. Okay. I'm there, Joe. I'm with you. But I'm making a trip. I just want to at least try some of my techniques.
Oh, I want you to try. I want you to beat us bad with what
Absolutely,
you bring.
Anti, and welcome in.
Welcome, Anti. Evening.
Evening.
Yeah, I am going to throw this, John. Let me. I got it in the box here.
I don't think
Pull
I've ever thrown anything other than either the big jerk or the jerk bait or the swim bait at Donkeyland. I don't think I ever have.
I want to throw this.
That'll work.
Okay.
Yep.
That'll work.
Yep.
And like I said, by the females are starting to move. Which, when I say move to the shallows, it ain't but 100 yards different from out in the middle. But
Right.
But they're getting around them
Laura,
clear edges. So
Laura's full of it tonight. She's on fire.
So Hooters and Cooters are owls and turtles. Who knew? That's awesome.
yes, she's funny
I think
tonight.
they were going to go with that for Lions and Tigers and Bears Oh My, that one Disney flick, but they changed it later on.
Right. I'm thinking that Hooters should start selling cooter. That's what I was thinking.
That have people lined up around the block.
No, they do. It's just after hours.
Yeah, that's like the old saying, the best thing to name a rock band is what? Free beer and naked women?
Free beer?
Well, I always heard free beer and naked women because when they put you up on the marquee out front, the place is going to be packed, Tonight, free beer and naked women.
Yeah.
Oh, Joe's done went to the head. Hooters is doing like DoorDash, but it's called Knockers. Man, we just got like some comedians up in here tonight.
Yeah.
If I haven't posted anybody's link, make a comment and I'll post it.
Everybody's full of shit tonight.
Full of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the snowbirds are starting to trickle in, so there may be a few. It'll be a good day. I'm excited for it.
Good. I'm looking forward to it.
They might stay away with that late season hurricane.
Yeah. I'm excited to see. I know Shane watching our videos, he's kind of got a picture of Donkeyland and the dirt road in his head. I'm excited to see if it's actually what you got, imprinted in your head.
Yeah, I do got somewhat of an idea, but we'll see.
Most people, I think it's smaller. Is James still in here? I think it's smaller than they thought it would be. Because it's broken
about the lake itself.
It's broke into two lakes, so you kind of feel like you're in it. I mean, you could stand in your boat in either lake and look around and see where everybody in that lake is fishing. I mean, now if they're in the back lake, you can't see them because of that row in the middle. But yeah, if you're in the lake with them, it's like somebody asked me, you need to follow Roll and see where he's fishing. I'm like, all you got to do is go, he's over there. I see him,
Yeah.
And, Rob thinks that dirt road goes, okay, who was it you, Joe? That's who needs to tell the story. When we met Joe, I told him that we'd take off ahead of him because he had his nice car. So that way there's no dust. I said, go straight down this dirt road. Don't take any turns. I said, when you come up to a turn and you think you should go that way, don't. Just keep going. I said, when you think you're lost and you got to be on the wrong road, just keep going. You're almost there. And he said it was perfect. He said it would just be, he knew. That's what he thought. Damn, I must be lost. He goes, that means I'm close.
And then what John both told him was, wait till you see the light at the end of the tunnel, and you'll know what he means.
And you'll know what you mean. Wait a minute. Now, there must only be a front lake. Oh, no, there's a back lake. Come on, Laura. I know you're building up for a joke.
No, because we were talking about cold front.
That's what I figured. And why don't we use shiners?
Why don't we use shiners?
Because Rob, that shiner guy, isn't out there with us every time.
Because I did. Okay, I'll tell you like I tell everybody. I didn't move to Florida to go, ooh, I got one. I come to Florida for the top water. So that kind of sums it up.
if you ever watch Norm G takes a little rod with him and a little bait of some sort, and he will sit there and catch each individual shiner and put them in his live well, and then he will go shiner fishing along with artificial fishing. Norm G, he's the man.
Now, Steve, talk about Roland uses them. Steve, you know, I took Mr. Steve out the other week, and he went with Roland the next day, and I cut 3 other guides. Then he went with me on the last day. So I got to hear like Roland's whole scenario. It's wild. Them shiner fishermen, he said every guide hooked their shiner a different way and swore that's the way you have to do it. You know, I mean, he said everyone was different. Said Roland, no, he caught like 75 in one cast net throw. He's got them baited in. Roland's got, even in my video, he talked about, well, he told me, John, you know how come I catch so many big fish? I was like, no. He goes, because I got the best effing bait on the lake.
He said that.
That's his. I mean, he didn't say effing. He just,
No,
I think he threw it, son.
He
I
did.
got the best effing bait, son, on the lake. I was like, okay, dude.
Now, he also has a video out showing you how to throw a cast net.
Yeah.
And he throws
Yeah.
big ones.
Now, Norm G's video Monday, I saw the thumbnail for it. He's at Donkeyland in his mud boat, which he calls it by its real name. And he says, with full lake breakdown. I was like, oh, thanks, Norm G.
Yeah.
But he's in his mud boat, so it should be all right.
Yeah.
Listen,
It's not easy to throw those cast nets.
No, they're not.
Lindy does a great job. She catches our bait when we go to the coast.
Yeah.
She's throwing a little 5-foot one. And, you know, most people, they go out in an arch. She can catch a mullet, like when just a couple big mullets shoot by the boat. She throws like,
I go down.
she's
Guard
like
down.
a straight down thrower.
Yeah.
I mean, she can catch a mullet hauling ass by the boat.
Yeah. That's good.
Okay, Joe, you've heard that noise. You've personally heard that noise. So I know you're just being El Ducho, want me to do it again.
You damn wave runner rider.
Yes. Joe has been in the boat and got to hear that noise. He may even had that noise happen to him.
Yeah.
Who's arrogant? Me? Yes. Roland? Hell yes. Lindia?
He
Hell
should
hell
be.
yes.
Yeah. Well, Roland has the right to be arrogant. He's a great American fisherman, right?
You know, that's what we laugh about. Headwaters has a 25-mile-an-hour speed limit, you know, with your boat. And all these big bass boats with 250s, 300s, everybody's supposed to go 25, except Roland. Roland drives like he's freaking Roland Martin. You know, they always got to chase him down, tell him to slow down. He's like, he's rolling. He don't care.
He smiles, that big cheesy smile, waves, and goes on.
Then he hangs out at the boat dock for hours after. I mean, he's a legend right there. I mean, he's really, he's a character.
And he's down to earth. He'll sit right there and talk to you. He doesn't snub you and walk away.
Like you don't see in that little video I use when he come up, put his arm around me. The whole time I'm trying to talk, he's giving me the back rub, just like that.
He's
So I'm trying to talk, and the whole time I'm thinking, Roland Martin is massaging my back right now. And I'm trying to talk to the camera. I mean, I was so.
Is the great American fisherman coming on to me right now?
Okay, let's count down to Anti's comment about me saying something about Roland. He loves to bust my chops on that.
He is such a good dude. He really is. Thanks.
Nothing happened, Billy. Ain't a damn thing happened.
Yep.
But yeah, Shane will get the whole back of the boat. Have you ever fished around a boat with power poles before?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool.
But
When James came up from cranking and yanking, I made the joke, if I can just keep James from whacking his rod on the power pole. Well, him and Buck thought I was talking about power pole, like we're fishing under power lines. I was like, no, not those power poles, the ones on the boat.
Yeah.
I've caught a lot of things in mine. I've caught a flounder and a bass.
Yeah, John, the boat that I fished in when I fished in the tournaments with Gary, he's got a
Right.
T-top in the middle of his boat
Oh,
and power poles.
Fishing
True.
around T-tops.
oh,
And if I can survive the T-top and power poles, I'm good.
yeah, you gotta learn to sling sideways.
Funny thing with power poles here, like Joe, yeah, you got the power pole. But when I first drop them or pick them up out of the water, people that are seen a couple gators already.
Oh, yeah, because the boat gives that.
That first kloosh, you'll see them.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
When I first put them on the boat, I mean, for the first couple of days, Lindy would about crap herself. That splash, and I mean, she'd be in the front of the boat.
What depth? How long a poles you got? 8 foot?
8 foot.
Okay.
and
you
well,
need about
right-
and you only need about 2 of them out there at Donkeyland.
usually now we need a little more, but on the common,
Yeah.
they never. My top rail never would go underwater at Donkey.
Oh, wow.
So
Yeah,
now after the
no.
hurricane, a couple places I hit them and they just didn't touch. I was like, whoa, we're still drifting.
Rob said that St. John's was flooding again, so if it is, then it's going to be a lot of water.
Yeah, well, we're at the start of it there.
Yeah, but I mean, it's still part of it.
Takes a while to get down to you. Yeah.
Well, no, it's the other way, Shane. That river runs
It
north.
flows north.
Oh, okay.
Only one.
It flows from Donkeyland's like this. That lake we go headwaters right beside Donkeyland.
Yeah.
That's the headwaters of the St. Johns River.
Oh,
That runs-
gotcha.
That runs back up towards Orlando and all. It goes north.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but you should get a little bit of water flow
yeah,
from this.
Oh yeah, the big runoffs will cap it back off.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll
Yeah.
know before you go. We'll done win a couple times before you're here.
Okay.
We'll have the skinny. I
Yeah.
think Sunday, if I get the boat back together tomorrow, we're gonna go meet Doc Sunday morning, try to catch a peacock. I think
There you go.
And then some boom boom shrimp.
that's all Lindy wants. Lindy wants to go eat boom boom shrimp. That's what this
I've
is.
heard all about this boom boom shrimp. It must be the bomb. That's all I
It's
can
good.
say.
Where was that at? Where was that at, John? What was the name of the place?
Pier 8.
Oh, okay.
It's not far from where we launch.
Yeah.
If we
Okay.
go to the same place, yeah.
Everybody
Yeah, well,
has
hell.
some of it too, Shane. Some places
Hey,
it's boom
I'll
boom
drive.
shrimp.
Listen, I'll drive my ass up to you tomorrow to help you with that damn engine to get it done, so y'all can come back down here on Sunday to go fishing.
Oh, it ain't a help thing, dude. I got my lift. It's just a doing it. It's I'm past the.
I
I'm
can still
boat
drive
shop
up.
guy,
I ain't got nothing going on tomorrow. The girls are going to a birthday party at like 5. I ain't got nothing going on. So
Well, damn it! If we had the motor on, we'd be at Donkeyland tomorrow evening.
What's the motor off for, John? You doing service on it?
Putting 2 little plastic bushings in it.
Mm.
And from Donkeyland and Headwaters, they get really washboardy. And think about your motor. You got the 2 parts that actually bolt to the back of the boat.
Yeah.
Right? Then your whole center part and the weight of your motor is free. It's mounted on your trim. And at the front, it's got them 2 places it turns, the pivot points.
Yeah, I got you.
Well, yeah, you got your shaft in the middle. Well, mine, one side is just shaking right there. Once you lower the motor, there's pressure on it and it doesn't do it. But when it's up on the trailer, raised up,
Yeah, it gives you that. Yeah.
and it's got I thought they were brass bushings, so we ordered them and they turned out they're just plastic bushings. But to get to them, I got to take the whole side. When I mean the side, the part that bolts to your boat, that bracket, you take the trim loose on one side and you pull that middle piece out and it just comes off. And there's where your bushing is right there.
Gotcha. Yeah.
no,
The
Steve,
restaurant.
the restaurant Lenny is talking about is not in Okeechobee. It's down here by me. It's
it's
in
over
West
the coast.
Palm.
Light sees it has the cooters. It has the cooters here.
I
And we
remember
have
when
the great-
Remember when Lightseas was over there at Okeechobee?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
When it
Look
was
at
right-
Joe and Laura are trying to compete. Joe said it jiggles, not holds. Man, I'm so stuck on that. Anytime I say that all the time, my money jiggle, not folds. Your wife likes to eat.
Damn, everybody's a comedian tonight.
Yeah.
Now, Steve, we have a great steakhouse that has a big giant fish on their sign, and it's called the Speckled Perch. But they don't sell any seafood. They just sell steaks.
They even have a little bar called the Brim Room where a lot of people like to drink and dance, party down. But they don't sell fish.
Which is another funny thing on the sign for
Yeah, you
the.
can't get a speckled perch at the Speckled Perch.
Nope.
You can't
What's
get
funny
it.
is
the hell?
the Brim Room. They have a big giant cowboy hat on the sign, so everybody thinks it's like the brim of a cowboy hat,
Not BRIM.
which is spelled BRIM, but it's BREAM. It's the
Yeah.
brim.
It's all about the fish.
It's confusing. I mean,
All about the fish.
but our
It's
town
so
is
hard to live in Okeechobee.
It
But you know, our town is the speck capital of the world, is what it's called, the crappy capital of the world.
And Cowtown.
We have a speckled perch queen voted in every year in the parade
Yeah.
now.
Woo.
Yeah, the crappy queen. Would you like to be? I was the crappy queen.
We have a crazy drop.
Yeah, they do a crappy drop. They like the ball dropping at noon. We have a crappy
Yeah.
drop.
Oh, wow.
The big giant crappie, they put it up on the pole and it drops. So.
Yep, and it goes.
But see,
We
that's why
have,
we have so many snowbirds. That's why the snowbirds pile in here. That's why there's so many little snowbird villages, just little communities everywhere.
So does your population double in the winter?
Triple.
Oh man.
They
Triple.
say it's like 3 times the size when they all get in here.
Oh man.
Shane, that's everywhere down here. That's everywhere down here.
Yeah, it is.
Like come November, our population down here doubles. Like in
But
Palm
Okeechobee-
Beach County,
We're
Okeechobee it triples
smaller.
'cause, yeah,
We're a smaller area they're all packing into.
Gotcha.
yeah. But down here in Palm Beach County, yeah,
Oh, it sucks. Half the year, like I said, grocery store sucks. Going out to eat sucks. For us, you know, it's packed. It ain't. That's a normal night for Doc probably, but you know, July around here, you can walk into a restaurant, you know, 2/3 of that thing's empty.
Yeah, because they're all gone by.
yeah. Like come November, December, all the way up through April, it's almost not even worth going out to dinner because it's just they're all here. Like I always joke around, our leaves don't change down here in Florida. Our license plates do.
Oh, yeah. Good point. Yeah.
They're healthy, Steve. They're real
And
healthy.
Steve, we got great mosquitoes. No-see-ums really not that bad. We get chizzywinks, which are non-biting.
The no-see-ums are worse, Steve,
Coastal.
over by the coast, by me, by the mangroves.
Right.
The no-see-ums are bad in that
most
area.
of them. Yeah, most
See,
of them.
I don't get messed with the mosquitoes. Like I do not get bit. Like it can be mosquito infested and they leave me alone. I don't know why. I do not get bit by mosquitoes. No-see-ums will tear me up though.
Yeah. I'm the same way. Mosquitoes don't bother me, but the no-see-ums,
Yeah.
oh, man, tear me up.
I used to say that till I moved to Okeechobee, Florida.
Well, when I lived in Alaska,
I grew up in Okeechobee, Florida, so maybe that's why they don't mess with me. You
maybe.
just haven't been
When I-
seasoned enough yet. You got to get seasoned, John. It only takes about 20 years.
Believe it or not, Alaska is the worst I've ever seen mosquitoes.
Right.
When I lived in Alaska, yeah, you can't have any exposed skin without DEET on them. I mean, you pull your sleeve up without DEET on it, you look down and your arm will be gray from all the mosquitoes on it in 3 or 4 minutes. They're horrible, and
Never
they're
would've thought
huge.
that.
Yeah. June, July, and August, it's horrible for mosquitoes.
We're going to find out if Shane has mosquitoes when we get back to the boat ramp at Donkeyland after sunset. We're going to find out.
Oh, okay.
That's the spot. Dude, they'll bounce off of you. We're trying to get the boat ready, and I mean, you can feel them. They're just boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom.
Oh, yeah.
Every race,
You can hear them.
that's
But
like
see,
my
like
truck
John and
windshield.
Lydia and I have been out there when the sun's going down, and I'm out there, and they're like, and I'm
Oh,
like,
boat
what are
ramp.
you guys doing?
I got to tell you, one time, Gary's on here, Gary's Fishtail. One time, Gary and I were out bass fishing in Minnesota, and we were night fishing, and the big motor went out on the boat. And when you're the hottest thing in the middle of the lake in Minnesota, we took garbage bags. We smoked, both of us smoked back then. We covered ourselves with a garbage bag and were smoking cigarettes through a hole in the garbage bag. It was so damn bad. They were eating us up.
We call them hydrilla gnats, or locals call them them chizzywinks, some little bugs in the grass. Oh, Lindy, when I'm smoking, she's always complaining about my smoke till them damn things fly up, and then she's like all over there.
Yes. Gets a little closer. Yeah.
Bug and sun gear. It really helps.
The hydrilla gnats are terrible when there's no wind. Like when we're out there, and
They drive me
it's-
crazy, man. They drive me.
They don't
Hey, what-
sting you. They don't do it. They just land on you, and they're just there, and they don't.
Yeah, no, it's bad enough that I have just threw my rod down. We've jumped in the boat, and I've cranked it up and did like 3 big laps, hauling ass, just so to get different ones in here. You know, these are done fattening up on me. Get some new ones in here.
Yeah, there you go. Gary's like, yeah, we troll the motor all the way back to the boat ramp, and then the next morning the motor started perfectly, of course.
That's the way it
Of
works.
course it did.
Yeah, Mr. Steve that I took on them charters, one of his charters, artificial at Headwaters, the guy's motor broke on the way back to the ramp. And they had to do like the last mile and something with the trolling motor.
Yeah,
Makes
that
you feel
stinks.
good when you're also his charter and we didn't break down. I was like, cool.
Yeah. Well, hey, trolling motor's better than a paddle. You know,
True.
that's
Right. I tell you what, we broke down last year or the year before crappie fishing.
Yep.
When I first put the lights in the boat for the pontoon for crappie fishing, we sat out there and I had the lights going and didn't realize one of my 2 batteries had went bad. And anyway, we got ready to leave. We did our closer on the video and all this. Turned that key and it said wah wah. I looked at Lindy. I was like, "Do we even have a paddle in here? I mean, you're way up in the air anyway." I was like, well, "We didn't have nothing. We had a paddle. I had to sit off the front." And I was we was like a mile and a half, maybe. That's when Ashley and Justin that come in here.
Justin.
I told Lindy, I know one person we can try to call. We called them and they come out here and pulled us in.
oh
But
wow.
we were just strolling. It wasn't nothing else to do but just that. And what's worse is all these snowbirds are anchored up down that river. All these lights and all going, and we're just paddling by.
Well, I bet you don't have. I bet you check your batteries from now on, don't you?
Oh yeah, well, I bet we got like 3 in there now, and
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
That and he kind of rewired things around
Figured
too.
it out a little better, yeah.
Yeah.
I had my battery switch instead of turning on both batteries, it was turning them on one at a time.
There you
So
go.
when I was running lights all night on my cranking battery, and then couldn't get it back, or no, the one was just bad, and then I just sucked down the other one. That's why we couldn't crank it.
Didn't you have a
Steve
pull
wanted to know,
rope?
Didn't you have a
No,
pull
there's
cord?
not a pull rope on that one. I took it apart and hoped there was, and there's not one in that little Yamaha.
Yeah. No matter though, when you get a 20, 40, or 50 or 60 horsepower motor, it's hard as hell to pull rope one.
Yeah,
You know,
I
it
did
is.
tight before I paddle.
Oh, I'm with you.
I think I told Lindy I
I
was
mean,
going to get out.
I
and
would
quick
have
start it.
come and got you, but I mean, it's an hour drive, and
You don't have a boat, and we were out. in the
no, I had
lake.
one at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Not
it's
full.
just not registered.
Not to pull that freaking pontoon with.
But I mean,
We
you would
made
have
it.
been
That's
better
all
off
that mattered.
you'd have been better off just paddling for an hour.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'd have done been there. I wouldn't have called you though. I'd have let you make the drive.
And I was
Yeah,
like driving around out there all night.
Yes, it
I
is.
think I lost my friends.
You know, John, my boat's all electric here because I just fish the reservoirs.
Right.
You know, I have 6 right now. I have 6 batteries on board for the front trolling motor and the back trolling motor. But the other day I went out and I changed over to lithium. And you hear all this great shit about lithium, but when you got them in series, it's one battery goes bad, they're done.
Yeah, that's kind
And
of
I had
what happened
one-
with my two. Yeah,
Yeah.
one went bad and it was done.
Yeah. You know, luckily I had the front trolling motor. I didn't have to. I could still get back in, but I was still pissed.
Yeah.
You know, especially when you spend that much money on a lithium battery.
Yeah.
If Matt from Brim Bass and Beyond is still in here, I think Matt has the lithium on his boat when he and Yee came down. I think he was saying he had the lithium battery in his boat. I wonder if he's experienced that kind of same thing, Shane. I don't know if Matt's still in here or not.
When they were down.
The main thing that I know, covered in snow. Keep that, Dan.
Yeah, keep
Thing
that
I've
up that
learned,
way. That
You know, lithium batteries and all
sucks,
that are
man.
great, but even with these regular batteries, if I just keep them plugged up, they've last a long time.
Yep.
I think when you let one just die out and then recharge it, I think it's hard on them. So as soon as that boat backs in, it's plugged in.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I keep my batteries plugged in no matter what. As soon as my batteries are plugged in right now, I just keep them plugged in. But
Yeah.
I am not. I can't say that right now the lithium's a smart move. I've had too many problems. I've bought 4 lithium batteries and 2 have died. That's 50%. I have had 0 AGM batteries or lead acid batteries die like that, and that's within a few months.
And for the money you spent, you could have bought 4 of the other ones.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, John, I bought the cheap Chinese ones on Amazon, trying to be and but still, it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
To return them and all that.
Matt has a lithium battery on his active target.
Okay.
Right.
So that's all it's powering for him.
It's a smaller one, though. I think he's got a little smaller battery he uses on that. I think it.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's 100 amp hour batteries.
I'll be honest. I got 3 freaking Walmart, whatever they are, batteries slapped up in there, and we'll get 3-4 years out of them, and they'll just one day we'll go and they won't work, and I'll be like, damn it, I have to go buy
you can recycle them. You can top them off with distilled water and get some more life out of them. I mean,
no, I don't think you can top these off anymore.
Oh well, I'm going off with the golf cart.
See, Steve,
batteries that I have, I can do that with those. I mean, I don't know. Like for the money. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know if it'd be worth it.
I don't know.
That's what I was doing.
Everybody's leaving. Who said something? Everybody's leaving. Somebody said something, pissed somebody off.
Uh-oh.
I got it.
We got 3 dinner times.
Was it the lithium batteries?
If I had a big fat sponsor dumping lithiums in my boat, I'd run them, but I ain't gonna buy them.
Yeah. I mean, they're 22 pounds a piece.
Put up Gary's first goodbye. I just realized this typo. Gotta go. Hoa, good night, everyone.
Oh.
See, in little chat, with my eyes, I thought it said HOE. I was like, oh, Hoa, good night.
Gary must have ordered from Knockers. Gary must have ordered from Knockers.
Yeah, he got him some DoorDash from Knockers.
There's so much I can go with that because I know Gary real well, but I'll save it for another live.
See you, Dan.
Good night.
We call that
Dan.
boat talk, Shane.
Hey, stay warm up there, man. Snow. I feel for you.
So, see, Shane, that's when you get to come fishing. We spend all day talking about everybody else.
There you go.
All these channels and all, we
don't
just
talk
roast
shit about me while you guys are out there.
Oh, hell, we will roast Doc's ass there.
Well, after spending a day with me, you'll have plenty of trash to throw around about me as well. So
I don't think so. I see you as a pretty hardcore fisherman.
Well, we all got skeletons in the closet, brother. You know that.
How tall are you, Shane?
5'9".
See, I figured you were a shorter guy. I thought you were shorter than that.
Yeah, no, 5'9", right? 5'8 3/4", 5'9".
Yeah, you ain't real tall. You're in your boat. You look. What am I about 5'7" something? Maybe 5'8", maybe. Come on, man. What's your name? What's your name?
What's your name?
F you, Lydia.
F you, Lydia.
Yeah, my wife is 5'7.5", and when she has heels on, she's taller than me.
Lindy is 5 foot nothing, so all I got to do is beat that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've said it before. That's what James from Cranking in the Yankee. We met him there at Pilot where we're meeting you. He come walking up and said, y'all's fish aren't as big as I thought. Y'all just little people. But James was taller than I thought. He's what, 6'2"-ish, something, 6'3", something. He's a big fella.
Yeah, James is taller than I am, and I'm 6 feet tall.
And Billy, that's the one that got us. Billy SoFlo Billy, that's a big boy. His videos, he don't look like a big
Billy's
boy.
much taller than I am.
Billy's a big boy. You'll go back and watch that picture where he's got his arm. Well, he's more like this around me and Lindy, like waist. His videos, he don't look too tall.
Like Steve from Bruiser Bass. He's a big
That's
boy.
a big boy too.
Yeah.
Oh, Steve.
I was watching James' video with his new P-Row.
Yeah.
And I could tell he's long. The way his legs are in that boat, he's a tall guy.
He's a tall guy. Yeah. Yeah, he come walking out and somebody kind of looked down at us.
I saw James's video where he got the P-Row. I haven't seen the one. I haven't watched it yet of him fishing out of it. So I have to. So don't ruin it.
Yeah, we won't ruin it. I did the first thing I did was ask James where's he going to put his live scope out on his P-Row.
Yeah. Now, me and Lindy have 2 boats similar to that. They're older. They're called Sneaks, but they're the same principle, foot-operated trolling motors.
Yeah.
They're kind of cool. But they're like a kayak. I am not sitting that low on the water. Nope.
Yeah, I can't do the kayak. I
ain't paddling. 'Cause my thing is,
I'm with you.
no matter
Shane.
no matter how great your fishing day is from your kayak, I mean, you can have the most epic day in the world, and you still got to paddle that thing all the way back to the truck.
Yep.
And I got to go.
I just don't like my ass being that close to the water.
I don't like it either.
Especially down here, man. I've seen too many big gators. Listen, I've been out in a Ginu and watched this alligator come right off the front when I was working the trolling motor on it, and that damn gator was as big as a Ginu, and I pissed myself on that one. I wouldn't know what the hell to do if I was in a kayak and one came up.
Have you seen the video where the big gator climbs up on the people's freaking concrete seawall? It's
No.
like 5 foot. It's like 5 foot in the air, and that dude just scooches right over it. Lindy goes, they crawl right into pontoon boat. I said, oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah, they will. Yeah.
And there's that black dude that makes those the shorts from Florida. He's got that clip of that alligator climbing that chain link fence on the side of interstate. That dude crawls right over that thing.
Yeah. Hey, John, the guy who won the 5 bass draw tournament, Patrick, you missed the live. He was in a kayak the night he caught his big bass.
Right.
He fell off the kayak at night in the water. And I was like, first thing I thought of was, man, he's in South Carolina. There's gators there. No, North Carolina. I think there's gators in North Carolina. Maybe not, but heck with that. I ain't falling off a kayak, especially in the dark. I don't want to fall off. Period.
Oh,
So
wow. Yeah.
No,
That's like about kayaks.
I mean, I've kayaked down here multiple times. Not something I want to do on a regular. Have you ever watched Bill? Have you ever watched Bill? He's on Team Bruiser baits. You ever watch Bill, the Florida Bass paddle fisherman?
No, they're doing that kayak tournament too.
He's constantly in his kayak doing peacock bass fishing. He's doing snakehead fishing. He's constantly he's got a great setup. It's just, man,
What Ola does. The old lady fishing.
I don't know.
I can't
oh yeah, I've seen her.
Yeah.
I can't fish sitting down, let alone my butt right on the water. Yeah. If you're watching the boat, I get up on that Yeti only because it's like that much higher than the floor, and I can step up there and I'm like, well, that's even better,
Yeah, I don't sit down. Period. You probably never.
Yeah.
I said you've never seen me sit down in one of my videos.
Oh.
I stand the whole time.
Yeah.
Lindy did when her sciatic nerve was hurting her.
Sure.
Well, if you'll notice, we don't sit and fish. I'm not. If we keep a seat in the back, we'll see with you. I'll take it out. We don't.
Don't need it.
Sit during that tournament because of the sciatic.
Yeah, you sat on the Yeti because I didn't even bring a seat that day.
Yeah.
When she won the gold belt.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you put the Yeti up on the front of the boat
and put a life jacket on it. She won in a tropical storm, sitting on a Yeti. She won the gold belt behind it.
What was that tropical? What was the name of that tropical storm? I don't remember.
I don't know.
She might as well call it Lindia.
I might as well. And Joe, you got to ride in the tricked out tracker. That was way better coming back across Donkey Land than all of us paddling.
Oh hell yeah! Could you imagine having to paddle all the way back? If you were on the, the back lake, and you had to.
And you know how that wind changes all day.
He didn't go that far, did he? Did we take Joe in the back?
But Doc, the wind changes. If the wind's at your back, it's easy to get back there.
Yeah.
Getting back sucks.
Yeah, but it's a shallow lake. Probably could push pole it faster than you paddle it, right?
I'd get out and walk the damn dike and grab the rope and probably pull it.
Yeah.
Yeah, really. Be faster.
Yeah, absolutely.
But Joe, that's what I like is running across Donkey Land at like 50 miles an hour and the depth finder over there like at 2 feet and look over at the new guy in the boat and you see him going. But there ain't nothing, dude. There's nothing out there. There's nothing out there.
Yeah, there is.
Well, I don't go there I don't go wide open up there where the concrete piece is. No.
Okay.
Yeah, I run 2 feet and just roll, man. Let her go. And see, I'm the guy when I think it's starting to get too shallow, I go faster.
That's why you should do it.
Yeah, I'm that guy, let's go,
Yeah.
go.
Not from what I'm learning in my book.
I know.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
says don't do that because it does a suction thing. When you get lower like that and the ground is getting slower and you're going like this and you speed up to go like that, it makes it go down.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, but if you're already up, just
Keep it
stay
up.
up. Yeah, just keep it up.
One of our vacation trips down here when we were learning Okeechobee, we learned to run these airboat trails. You know, you're way back in the marsh. Running a trail ain't much wider than your boat. We head down this one, and you run balls out because you're not in any water. And we're running, and we're way down this trail. And I start feeling that on the prop. I'm like, we running out of water. And I'm trimming up, and we're going, and you start feeling I was just like, whoa. And we were way, by the time I let off the he was way back there. We pushed cold a long way back out of there.
Old Okeechobee was so great.
Yeah, I passed a boat. We were in a bass tournament. Me and Gary were in a bass tournament. I passed a boat on the inside, on the shallow side,
Right.
like a dumbass. That's back in my mid-20s or so. When we came back by there, you could see where I cut a ditch in the mud all the way through. I just hit the bottom of it, but we just stayed up on it. We didn't ground out. But yeah, if you're up, stay up.
I learned from another video and from experiences like running headwaters or several, you might be in 15 foot and be in a foot, go between two islands. But when you're going along in our boat, dude, you can feel it. It'll kind of just raise up. You're running a long way, trimmed out, wide open. It feels like you kind of pick up.
Yeah, you get too shallow.
Yeah, you hit shallows because the down force of the boat is pushing you up off the bottom,
Yep.
So that's when if I got anything left, when I feel it, we get more here.
Something like going over an alligator. When they go down, you can feel it.
Yeah, we call them gator bumps. Like we'll be running up the canal and you'll see him dive and you're hauling, you'll feel whoop, whoop.
Yeah.
What's funnier is going across Donkey Land and them grass beds, and every once in a while you feel thump, and you can tell that was meat. That was tilapia, bass, something got it.
Yeah, something got a prop.
Sorry.
Yeah. But the grass has got to be getting down now, isn't it?
No, it's coming up. It's growing.
Oh, okay.
It's mats, dude. We're going to be fishing around the edges of big solid mats mostly.
Okay.
We'll get back into where it gets a little more sparse with deeper holes and all.
Gotcha.
The sandy bottom, if the tilapias start making beds or something, they're just big, white, shiny. Because, it's that little bit of dark on the sand and you move your hand and it's just white.
Like a crater.
Yeah, they make these big bass, even make these big white circles. It's cool.
Yeah. A lot of people pitch.
Yeah, I don't do good catching them on the bed.
Have you heard anybody or talked to anybody that's been up there since the storm passed? Did they get much water up there, or you guys haven't seen anything?
What, this
The storm the other day?
Yeah, the other day. Have you talked to anybody that's been up there?
No, we haven't been up there yet.
No, just what Sean and I said about it flooding up there near St. John's.
Well, I'm sure they got some, but I guarantee it ain't going over the rocks no more. It done got too low for that.
And there wasn't much rain with this one.
I didn't get a lot of rain.
Yeah, so I don't think it's.
I'm getting a lot of rain.
Like I said, with this storm that came through, a lot of it was just that push, that storm surge because of the king tides, and then the storm hit at the perfect time when the high tide was up, and it never really got a chance to recede. I think that's where you saw most of the damage, but I think it'd be all right. I don't think there's going to be a lot of freshwater intrusion up there, this week.
See what Matt wrote?
Yeah, I see it.
If you picture in grass, picture more. And really, it's not as much as it was when y'all were here, Matt. Hurricane ripped a bunch out. So.
Yeah.
And who's to go through the 3 foot? I don't get his comment before.
He said he saw somebody trying to go through.
I saw a guy go through a spot that was like 3 feet deep out there one day. I think he's talking about you just plowing through it.
No, he said he saw a guy try. I don't try, son. I do. So he ain't talking about me.
That's the part you have the problem with. Okay. No.
Yeah, he's probably talking about himself because you wouldn't say, "Oh, John tried to go." No, it would be John went through that damn place.
Yeah, I tell you, John. Now, I don't have a bass boat now, but now that I've hit the old 5-0 and older mark, yeah, I don't try to do that as much anymore. I've backed off the risky stuff.
I'm 57, Shane, and I'm getting worse every year. Yeah.
You're going the opposite.
I ain't got as much to lose now. It's been a good life. Let's go.
Good point.
We have insurance.
But now you got to remember, when I grew up with Pops, my daddy, we fished this place, and he found it was almost like a pond, but it was like a pocket off the main lake. And I bet it was 30 feet, maybe a little more, 40 feet across it. And he had a Boston whaler. Well, he walked over there one time and fished it, but he wanted that boat in that hole. So he come across that lake, and that was back when you could unlock your motor, and it would
pop up. Yeah.
Well, dude, he'd unlock it and he'd scream across there and hit that marsh and just slide. And he would slide it till he popped over in the pond. Well, getting in was kind of easy. Well,
getting out.
It wasn't a very big pond, so he would have to get like 4 or 5 laps and then just shoot. And I've been with him where them last foot, me and him both are kind of going, come on, baby, slide a little more. And he'd get across it.
Yeah. I've done some crazy stuff like that, but if I can avoid it, I try to nowadays.
I'm not that bad. I know that lake like the back of my hand.
Yeah.
Sand bottom. There's no rocks, no stumps, nothing to hit. If you look at my skeg, there's no paint on the freaking skeg because it's run through so much sand.
Yeah. When Gary and I were out on Lake Eufaula the other day, we didn't know that lake, but I'm watching bass. I mean, there were 500 bass boats out there fishing that weekend.
Yeah.
And I'm watching guys fly by us. I'm like, Gary, hammer it, dude. It's like, I don't know how deep it is. Hammer it. Just hammer it. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like everybody be blind. Which anything with a 150 and less on a big bass boat, I can keep up with. Once they start getting 250s, I can get them on the takeoff, but then they're going to like Chatterbait Kenny. He slow rolled me down. He come by me. He was rolling.
Yeah.
Okeechobee, it's made for fast boats. It's such a big lake.
Yeah.
It's nothing for somebody down here to have a 21-foot boat with a 300 on it. Just they're shooting a rooster tail freaking 30 foot in the air. Well, we worked on that boat, that big O boat at the shop when I worked there, and that boat would do 90.
Yeah, I've been on the fastest I've been on a bass boat is probably 70, but I was out in San Diego, I guess a couple of months ago for work, and I got to ride on one of the Special Forces outboard system boats they have.
Yeah.
With get this, two 500 horsepower outboards.
Yeah.
Holy cow! Are you talking about puckering up, man? They had that thing wide, rooster tail, far as you could see, high as you could see. But we were doing 144 miles an hour on that boat, and they could turn that thing on a dime and stop it. I was like, enough. I'm done. I believe you guys got a badass boat. That's enough.
I'm good. I'm good. I want to get off.
Shane's out there with Gary Brown's boy. Because he's out of my buddy's son was a Navy SEAL, just got out recently. Now he works with the crews that do something with the ships coming in. They run out there and search them, dive under them and search around these boats. And he's on some kind of, they hired a Navy SEAL. He's a big boat captain out there doing some running a boat about, like you said, some badass boat. And they run after these ships. And I think they're diving under them looking for, I guess, bombs or.
Well, so I tell you what does happen. They put a lot of drugs and stuff under the boats.
Right.
They bring them in, drag them in that way. So, if it's not Coast Guard, we got other folks that do that kind of stuff.
Yeah, he's not a Coast Guard. He's like a private now doing the same thing he did as a Navy SEAL,
Yeah, it's kind of like a merchant marine I can't remember. I know what you're talking about, though.
And he told his daddy he actually had more clearance now than he did when he was a SEAL.
Yeah, probably so.
He's a bad kid, though. I mean, this kid is a bad kid. I'll give him that.
I can tell you this: if you made it through SEAL, and you're a SEAL, you're a badass. My deputy is a retired SEAL at my job, and he's the one that got me hooked up on that ride. And I don't fuck with him. When he says I'm off today, I'm off. He's off today. So,
and Austin is just a good-looking man from Florida, blonde hair, the big Navy bushy blonde.
Oh yeah.
I mean, just if you could picture a Navy SEAL, that's him. He's a good kid.
He was a surfer dude, lived on the beach.
Yeah, water boy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Salty dog. Roland stopped and asked me for directions. I told him first right, then another right, then another right. And he's right back where he started. Matt's talking about
I remember
him.
the first time you guys took me out to Donkeyland, and we hit that one patch, and you were hauling ass, and you just look over at me, plant your feet.
Yeah, if I say plant your feet, that means I'm not sure.
John,
And I say it so casually too, like plant your feet. Well, I got that from my buddy David at the coast of North Carolina, the red fishing guide. We're in his big damn Carolina skiff, some big monstrous thing. Lindy's up in the front, sitting on the cooler, got her feet propped up on the bow, kind of just chilling. We're rolling along, dude. I look off the side of the boat and I can see blue crabs running. I look at him, I said, how deep is this? He goes, about 1.5 feet, 2 feet. I lean up over Lindy. We're rolling. I leaned up and said, you might want to plant your feet up there.
Yeah, when you can see the crabs running, you're pretty damn shallow.
Yeah. But, that's where he caught the redfishes up,
Oh, yeah.
Many times he'd get trapped in low tide up there. And one of the stories he used to tell before he died is he had 6 people in the boat redfishing for 6 hours. They got caught back in a pocket catching fish. Tide got them trapped. So they sat out there for 8 hours, whatever it was. See, them dudes caught so many redfish because they were all trapped in there. He said they laid their rods down like the last 2 hours. Said, we'll just sit here. I mean, they got trapped with a ton. I'd have sat there till they wouldn't bite no more.
Yep.
We caught 30-some that one day.
Yeah.
When we got in that little cove.
That's the only thing we missed from North Carolina is that red fishing.
Yeah.
Well, you're not that far from redfishing now. You can drive 3 or 4 hours up north and get in redfish, can't you?
Yeah, we'd have to go Louisiana way around.
Yeah, it's catch and release down here.
I mean, they got them, up Mosquito Creek and all.
Mosquito Lagoon. Yeah, the Mosquito Lagoon, Titusville area up there.
It ain't nothing. Shane, what we're learning is, redfish like mud and oysters and such. All the water down here, dude, is pretty white sand. We went over like Fort Pierce and all. And then it's mangroves and the water's so freaking clear you can see 5 foot down in the water.
There are redfish, but not like in North Carolina.
Not like, up there it's just marshes. Like, there's no marsh grass here. It's all just mangroves. There's no marsh, no nothing. Ain't no oyster beds I can find. I mean, there ain't none of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, Gary catches quite a few of them in Panama City. He lives up in Panama City.
Right, he's getting on up towards the mud.
Yeah, the snook is what, we're good for down here.
Yeah.
But now we were redfishing. We saw a freaking monster redfish. That dude come across like the tide was coming in and there was 2 islands. I bet it wasn't a foot of water over this strip. And that dude torpedoed just shot across the shallow. And we're sitting there looking. I mean, it was a freaking big bull red.
Well, there's always going to be one or two.
Too. That's what I want to get on the tarpon. I think we hooked a couple.
Yeah, that's in my bucket list. There's 2 fish I haven't got that's on my bucket list. I want a big tarpon, and I want a marlin, a big marlin. We'll see if I ever get to either one. Probably tarpon before I get to a marlin because, man, marlin charters are expensive.
We caught, when we were going to the coast dock, I'm pretty sure those were tarpon we were hooking. But, dude, they were spooling us. Yeah. We'd go back the next trip with bigger line. Anytime you try to slow it, it would just break it. I mean, they're just running. Yeah. We ended up with 60-pound braid, still spooling our asses. I don't know what we were hooking. Yeah. They were big, and when you'd hook them, like you see the marlin splashing on top, you'd never see the fish. But that dude was throwing water 10 foot. I mean, just
and the tarpon. You hook into one of the big tarpon down here. I mean, you got to get up off the power poles. You got to go out. You got to go after them. You got to chase them down like they do in the Keys. But what's kind of cool down here is, in some of our little canals and stuff, Shane, we've got what they call the little freshwater tarpon and the freshwater snook. And you can get these little tarpon. I mean, they're this big. It ain't nothing to catch them on a swim bait or, a paddle tail swim bait or a little fluke bait.
Yeah.
Nothing to get them on there. I haven't caught the big saltwater.
That's what I want.
tarpon, like
Yeah.
the 60, 80, I've hooked many of the smaller ones, the little tarpon, the little freshwater tarpon, but not that gigantic, I'd love to hook one of those.
I want
And the
that
one
big
thing
tarpon coming out of the
I
water.
haven't caught
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
But I don't know if I told you,
Yeah, you're right,
Shane,
Matt.
the week I took Steve fishing and he was going with the other guides, that one Shiner guide said the week before they caught a 14-2 at Donkey Land.
Woo! That's a
Yeah.
big bass.
Wow.
That's what I want. Yeah, that friend of ours caught that 13-pounder at Headwaters from a kayak. I thought that would be the best. I kept saying, I want a 13-pounder. Now I want that 14-pounder. How would you ever top a 14-pounder, man? I don't think you ever would.
15. They're out there.
They're out
They're
there.
out there. I mean, you believe it or not, the state record for Virginia is 16.9.
Yeah. See, all our records come from these little snowbird RV parks, the ponds out there. Dude, they sit out there and hand feed them damn things. Come down.
Yep.
When they come down the next year, they'll win the trophy catch. They'll catch some 15-pound or something, and you'll read where it was caught, and it'll be like Bob's RV and something. You're like, what the hell?
Or I hate when it says private pond.
Private pond, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that's fair.
Oh, Anti's sharing some wisdom.
Freudian
Mullet toss.
Oh yeah, the mullet toss.
Hell, let me get in on that. I'll throw some fish at Alabama.
There is the only difference between the northern part of Florida and Alabama is nothing.
Nothing. I mean, that's what the locals here say. Everything above Orlando is South Georgia.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, that's what they all say. They say Florida don't start till about Daytona.
Yeah, I kid Gary. He lives in South Alabama.
I mean, pretty much. We don't consider, like, we don't really, as long. Yeah, I mean, I'm born and raised here. We don't really consider anything above like Orlando, Daytona. Like, you don't even think of that as part of Florida. It just doesn't register. Like, yeah, it's not.
It's like Creole. I keep forgetting Creole's in Florida.
Yeah, he's in Jackson.
He's in Georgia. He's a Georgia Bulldogs fan. He's a Georgia Bulldog. He's in Georgia. Oh yeah, and then Joe's right. Joe's right. Florida's like our real Florida kind of starts a little bit south of Daytona, and then it ends in like Fort Lauderdale, and then it picks back up when you get to the Keys.
And
We don't
Yeah.
consider Miami part of Florida.
the center of Florida, all the way up and down, is so different from the edges of Florida.
It is.
Yes.
You know where Donkey Land is, where we live. It's a different freaking world than where Doc lives.
So country.
Yeah, I've driven from Orlando to Melbourne. You know that drive right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty desolate in the middle. Yeah, nothing.
Yeah, I love it. Like I said, that intersection where you're meeting us at did not get electricity till 1979.
Holy cow!
That's the truth. That's the freaking
No,
truth.
yeah, Yeehaw
The
Junction. Yeah, no,
turnpike
they
built
didn't have
the
it out
exit
there.
ramp.
Yep.
When the Florida Turnpike was built, and it was called Jackass Crossing, and they didn't want to put that on the sign, so that's when they changed it to Yeehaw Junction.
Yeehaw Junction.
On that.
Yeah, but you ought to, Shane. Just Google Yeehaw Junction and read
I did.
Isn't it crazy?
I'll read about it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's supposed to be haunted. All these people get strange murders there. Serial killers hid bodies there,
that
barrels.
he's not
one
going to be
time.
able to see the hotel that was
Half
there.
of it. Half of it,
Well, he'll get to see half of it, and that dumbass trucker that plowed through it.
which I think was a paid job.
You think so?
Shane, it's a piece of property in the corner of this intersection. Was a historic hotel back in the cattle drive days. It was a brothel. It's been there since like the 18 somethings.
Yeah.
If you read up on it, Shane,
You'll see all about it.
you'll see all about it.
They made it a historic site.
Right.
Well, it's so old it got dilapidated and condemnable. So now whoever owned it can't do nothing with it because it's a historic site. You know, he can't sell it. He's just kind of screwed. too far gone to do something. So it sat there for 4, 5, 6 years just empty, doing nothing.
Yeah.
And out of the blue, this place been there since the 1800s. A Mexican drove a tractor trailer through that damn thing.
Yeah.
Through
Out of
it.
the blue.
And listen, it's hard. It's hard to miss it. Like coming off that intersection, you can't miss it.
Right.
But now that's the same intersection me and Lindy were sitting in early in the morning, way before daylight in the fog, and heard this hellacious explosion.
Boom.
And we're looking.
Oh,
we
I
can't
remember
figure
that
out
day.
when that tractor trailer turned in front of us, there was 2 tractor trailers, blam, exploded right there in front of us.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, Shane, and you could tell it was going to close the road going to Donkeyland. We're the first car. I'm like, I mean, they're still getting out of their trucks. I'm like, we squeezed between each of I went between both trucks over glass when we got through there. And a gentleman that was like 5 minutes behind us, they had done closed the road, and he couldn't go to Donkeyland because you'd have to go hours around.
Yeah.
He was going to meet us there. And it was funny. I told Lindy, I said, if we don't go now, we ain't going. And like I said, when we went by the one guy, he was getting out of his truck, kind of looked at us, and we're like, we went right through there.
Wait, was I meeting you that day?
Building more gas stations there.
Yeah, Doc, you ain't seen the new big gas station on the opposite corner now. They're building
Circle K.
big Circle K
Yeah.
on the Chobe side. Like if you come out of Okeechobee sitting at the light, it's on the right there. That whole corner is Circle K.
Right. And see that way.
So right across from the pilot,
Yeah.
Yes.
Kind of on up. There's
like
a
catty
lot-
corner.
Yeah.
It's at the new one's at the intersection. Pilot's just right up the road. This is that you'll be able to come off 441 from Chobe, pull into Pilot before you get to the light.
Where
Oh,
all those
okay.
people would pull over.
The holes and all, the fence and all, that's all new gas stations,
Yeah.
truck stops.
Wow.
And see that person across the road that owns Yeehaw, we think he wants to sell that now because it's booming and growing, developing.
Yeah, I think that's why he had to crash that building.
Yeah, because I mean, it's just sitting
It's
there.
only a matter of time before that whole area just gets developed.
It's coming right off the turnpike.
It sucks because they're taking basically like you look at Florida and it's just doing this.
Dude, it's so wet in there. I don't think
Squeeze it in the middle.
I don't think they can
They'll
build
find a
anything.
way. They'll find a way.
Yeah.
They'll find a way.
That'll
They
only
built
be gas stations.
They built Disney World on a freaking swamp. Orlando was a
Well, they ain't
swamp,
gonna put a freaking Disney World right there.
but they'll find a way to develop it. They'll find a way.
If they will build the next villages there, if it's a way to make money.
Yeah,
You know,
but
make
too
it-
far in the middle of nowhere. That's why they had to boom with gas stations, because you got to get gas right there, or you ain't getting. I mean, you got to have gas where you get to the next town.
Yeah, because after Yeehaw, it even says like if you're on the turnpike after Yeehaw, it says
Next
like
gas,
basically it's
46
like last
miles,
chance for
or-
gas for 60 miles. Like
Yeah.
you ain't got a choice. If you don't get off at Yeehaw and gas up, you ain't making it the next 60.
Who I think it sucks for is the little Stuckies and BP mom and pop that's been there forever. They used to charge like if gas was $2.50, they charged $4.50 because they were on the gas. Now they got a Pilot on this side and a Circle K across the street. They still hanging in there.
There's no price gouging going on for sure.
And Stuckies, I don't even think the Stuckies part. I hadn't went in there. I need to go get a Peacock vlog.
God, those are so
Are they
good.
still
They are
open?
freaking good, aren't they?
They are so
Is
good.
that Stuckey still open? I mean, I've driven
I
by
think-
it multiple times. It just always looks closed to me.
I think that BP still kind of technically is a Stuckies.
Really?
No, I like it when they got the big chunks of cherry. Isn't that what's in it? In the filling, it's like a cherry. Yeah,
Yeah, it's a cherry. Yeah, oh, so good.
Yeah. See, you guys.
Oh,
with
it's
your
Shane.
sweets
We
now.
are bringing you freeze-dried candy corn. We have it planned.
Oh, awesome! I got to bring some. I got to bring some stuff for you guys. I'm looking at my hats and my my decals. I got to bring some of that.
Bring
You guys.
decals. Neither one of us wears ball caps.
All right. Well, I'll bring plenty of decals. Yeah.
You'll never see us in a ball cap. I got way too big a head for a ball cap.
Lindy has got a lot of hair. She can't get that in a ball cap.
That's right.
Yeah.
Florida people, you gotta have sun visor, son.
Gotcha.
I'm the only one receiving Shane very loudly. He's a little bit loud. Anti.
Is my mic too close?
Yeah, just a little higher. I'd rather.
No, it's perfect.
I'd rather hear you than not. I hate when people come on there and I'm like, what?
Be like, huh?
Gotcha.
But it's gonna be fun
Huh?
either way, Shane.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, John. I'm flying on Tuesday. Wednesday, Thursday, I'm pretty wrapped up during the day, but I'll try to shoot you a text either Wednesday night, or Wednesday night, probably no later than Thursday night, just to make sure we're good on
That's
time.
fine. And anybody that's still in the live, it'll be at ours next Friday. Doc may be late. He's in Miami. We're fishing with Shane.
No, I'll be on time. I'm not going to Miami till the next day. I'm gonna go down to Miami on Saturday morning.
Well, Doc, I should be here on time to get it started. If not, I'll call you and we'll have it on your channel.
All right. Yeah, well, I mean, we'll figure it out. It's
Wait a minute, what do you write? Dang, is that the first time they looked at the chat since you typed that? Which one there?
About Shane being loud.
Oh, about Shane being loud? I don't read
I'm not
y'all.
gonna lie. I stopped looking at the chat a little while ago.
Anybody in there got nothing to say? I want to hear anyway. It's just Joe giving me hell, Anti talking shit about me, and I think that's about it. And Matt just talking about Alabama. So I ain't missed nothing.
Yeah,
But yeah.
I don't want to go to Miami. I'd much rather be fishing with you guys on Friday, but I got to work, and then we'll do the live, and then I got to go down to Miami for 4 days. Ugh.
See, Lindy come up with it. Maybe Anti and Joe are the same people. And what's that, Joe?
Yeah.
A, B, C, D, E, F, U. Appreciate that.
Oh,
buddy.
it's a song. It's a song. It's a song.
Okay, I'll tell you the one I'm stuck on. Everybody knows who Jack Black is. Have you seen him do what's the little plastic micro, or he plays the plastic saxophone, the saxoboom. Have you never seen that, Doc? Or none of y'all? Anyway, he plays this, it's like a kid's toy, but he rocks on it. But he's on one of the late night talk shows, and they bring one out and he goes to play it. So he gets all ready and he goes, 1, 2, 3, 4. And he's like, 1, 2, 3, 4, motherfuckers. And just the way he's Jimmy Kimmel or somebody, did they about fall apart? I mean, he just blasts that out. It's funny. Anyway, I say that all the freaking time now.
I'm glad you hung out with us, Amanda.
Yes, Amanda. And yes, we're going to make a Christmas video for your baby's video. Did you see that when she shared it? Yeah, talking about JV. She goes, make something for my baby's video.
Yes,
Like
ma'am,
Baby
we
Huey.
will.
Baby Huey.
Okay, that's really
Oh,
funny
yeah.
because I had a buddy back in North Carolina. That's what he called me. Oh, that was my nickname for fucking 20 years. Freaking 20 years was Baby Huey.
Oh
And
yeah.
I hated it. I hated it, dude. I hated it. Roger Langley,
You
fresh
see
out of
what
prison.
you see what at Parabellum, and then what's your name? Anti. What's your name?
Thank you,
Joe.
Anti.
So
you
much
honey
love.
nut baby, whatever. Honey baby, whatever.
You guys are terrible.
Yeah. All right, John. Doc, thanks for letting me jump in.
See you soon.
I'll let
No
you-
problem, Shane.
Yep.
Appreciate it, buddy.
Yep. We'll see you soon, John.
See you,
Lindia.
Shane. All right,
Bye.
bye. That's gonna be fun fishing with Shane.
I think I'm looking forward to seeing. I'm hoping you guys can get him on some.
I don't care. He
Biggins.
ain't heard none of my BS, man. It's gonna be fun.
When are you doing this?
True.
700 giveaway?
When are you doing your 700 giveaway?
I don't know. If we don't go, well, I want to go fishing this weekend with y'all. If y'all can make it down here, and
Well, that'll only be part
We'll
of a
do it.
day
yeah, I mean,
because we'll fish
I don't know,
morning,
maybe I'll-
and I'm going to have boom boom shrimp.
maybe we'll do it then. I don't know. I'll officially do something here within the next couple of weeks. I got to get past this whole baseball showcase. It's taken me a couple of weeks, and that's why I haven't been real active on YouTube, watching videos or even posting the shorts, because I've been going back and forth trying to kind of organize all the people that are going to be involved in it, trying to get them, make sure that they're there, make sure that they're going to be where they need to be, make sure that they're going to be down there, all that other stuff, so we can get this thing filmed. So it's just by the time I'm done dealing with all that bullshit, by the time I'm back home from work, I'm exhausted, and I haven't even been fishing, so I want this next week after this one to just end. I want it over, so
Joe, who was it that Doc said he knew in the long chat that made us both
Dr. Oz.
Dr. Oz. Plenty of Doc. We're talking about Dr. Oz. Doc goes, I met Dr. Oz, and Joe, like in capital letters. Of course you have.
What's his name?
Well, no, you guys were talking about him, and you're talking about how he wasn't great, and I told you he was a douchebag, and he was. I mean, we took our kids. We used to take our kids to New York every year. We used to take them to New York in January for like the TV and film trip, and we would take them around to a lot of the shows, and we take them to a Broadway show and do all this other stuff, right? Dr. Oz was always one of the shows that was always very receptive to us bringing, 30, 40 kids in and taking up a whole bunch of their seats. But he was an absolute douche. Like, he would come out and just douchey. Like he should have been on a wave runner, just not a cool guy,
Dr. Douche.
I don't know.
Like Dr.
I didn't like him. I didn't like the way he treated the kids. Just very, very. You ever meet a celebrity and they're kind of like that, like brush off celebrity greet, like that kind of. That's how he was, and just every time we went up there, just douchey. Didn't care for him.
Like the guy Thomas Kincaid that did all those paintings. He's the same way. He's not a very nice fellow at all.
Look what Joe wrote. I picture Zorro, but with a Jersey Shore tan. He's the doucheuation, or the snooky douche, or whatever you'll call it. Damn, we're at 9:58. We have about made it to 10 o'clock.
We're almost there.
Almost there. And like I said, anybody in here that won anything, we ain't mailed nothing, so you ain't gonna get it for a few days.
And then I will get you guys. I know Shane won the pack, so I'll get that to you guys if you guys come down this weekend. If not, just tell Shane I'll mail it to him.
That's cute that you call them jokes, Joe. That's so cute. Let's stick with I read your comments. How about that? Jokes might be pushing it some there. Rock Lobsters, man, I love that song, Rock Lobster. I need to use that in a video. I hadn't heard that in forever.
Which one? The one from Family Guy, or you ever hear the one from Family Guy?
I never watched Family Guy.
Oh, I can't believe you never watched Family Guy. I think out of all people, you would be like loving Family Guy.
Dude, I never, since Beavis and Butthead, I haven't watched any cartoon. I'm not even a big Simpsons guy or Family Guy.
I used to be very big into the Simpsons. I used to watch them all the time, and I just kind of just kind of fell out of, stop watching them. I love Family Guy. I can watch Family Guy all the time.
Is that Family Guy where the one guy's got a head like a football?
Yeah, Stewie.
Okay,
the baby.
Yeah, I never.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes they get a little too, some of the newer stuff they've come out with, it gets a little too liberal, freaking, political. But like the early stuff that they rerun on like TBS and all that stuff, it's great. It's awesome.
And I never was a South Parker guy. I never watched a bunch of South Park. I mean, enough to
I
know
watched
it.
a lot of South Park. I watched a lot of South Park when it first came out. I loved it, but again, like kind of like The Simpsons. I just kind of fell out of touch with it. Just it got a little and then just kind of fell out.
The new Reno 911s are kind of funny too, with everybody so much older. It's
I
kind of
haven't
crazy.
seen them yet. I when I'm able to sit down and watch them, I'm going to. I haven't seen them yet. I haven't
You know, the
seen the
black
new ones.
cop
Are they any
dude,
good?
the black cop dude is fat. I mean,
Really?
he's a big round guy. Yeah.
I haven't seen them yet. Are they any good?
Yeah, they're kind of funny. I
Yeah.
just trip on the way they look. Like, what's the dumb woman's name? Not the blonde. You know the dumb. You know the one I'm talking about.
Yes.
She's wearing some kind of bad wig or something. She looks really freaky. It's kind of weird.
Huh. I
guess
gotta watch
she's so different. I guess she's so different looking than she did during that character. They're trying to make her look like that character. It's just kind of weird.
Hey, Doc,
Yeah.
have you had any of Publix donuts?
Have I had Publix donuts?
The glazed donuts.
Yeah.
They're like Krispy Kreme. Do y'all have a Krispy Kreme
Yeah.
down there?
Uh-huh. There's one on Palm Beach Lakes.
Hentai? I don't know what you're talking about there, Joe.
Yeah, there's one.
What the?
The
I know what a
closest one,
hentai
the
is,
closest
not
one
a
to me
hentai.
is the closest one to me, Lindia, is pretty much almost like right down, very close to where we get off the highway to go to the ramp to fish for Peacock. It's about 2 eggs. It's about 2 exits north of where we do that, and there's a Krispy Kreme. But yeah, no, I love Publix glazed donuts.
There's one 79 miles from us. There's one 96 miles in Miami, one in Hialeah, one in Tamarack, one in Deerfield Beach, Palmetto Bay, Fort Lauderdale, Tamarack. That's the only ones they show.
Really?
So I think
maybe that one in West Palm ain't there anymore. Maybe I'm wrong.
I'm looking. They're not showing any up in West Palm now.
No, well, maybe it's gone. I don't know. I don't eat donuts a lot, so.
Close ones at Parkland. They're at Boca Raton.
Oh, in Boca?
Yeah, it says Parkland right beside it. Is that the Parkland?
Yes. That's where Adam lived.
Yeah.
Parkland's not Boca. Parkland is further west and south of Boca.
Yeah, but I'm looking here on my maps, man. I see Boca and
Yeah, he's got it kind of minimized so it looks really close together.
Oh, yeah, no, they're
Coral
not even
Springs. It's below Delray Beach and above Hollywood. Right, it's closer to Pompano, I guess.
Delray, is that
Oh, okay. What's that, Lindia?
Wasn't Lake Ida near Delray?
Yeah, Ida's in Delray.
That's where we went that one time.
Whale.
Whale
There's
crap.
a
Hey, before
Krispy
we
Kreme
go,
in freaking Key West.
before we go for tonight, I do want to, obviously thank all of our veterans for Veterans Day. It is Veterans Day, and not for Veterans Day, but because it's Veterans Day. But I mean, we should thank them every single day. But I do just want to, one more time.
Is this for veterans or for the tackle bag?
Both.
Both.
Well, not really for the veterans. It's more for the bag. Veterans Day is to celebrate those who served and came back. Memorial Day is more for the ones that didn't. This is for the
more
bag.
This is for them Slim Jims. Yeah, that's a brand new box of Slim Jims I put in there.
And my deposition in the book.
And I don't think Mark ate those Slim Jims.
I don't think Mark ate them Slim Jims either.
I think
Look, Joe has a snakehead spot behind a Krispy Kreme.
I think the person at the post office that you dropped them off at, I think they ate those Slim Jims. I don't think they ever made it to Mark.
Foxtrot uniform Charlie Kilo Juliet Oscar Echo Bravo India Delta Echo November. You know what that spells?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I heard on the news today that all the Republicans are saying that they'd have won more votes if it wasn't for Donald Trump dragging them down. And then they named the Republicans that said it. It's the same couple that's been dogging him all along. Like, who cares? Wah.
He's supposed to make an announcement Tuesday over here in Palm Beach at Mar-a-Lago.
F you, Joe.
What's your name?
Don't bring my mama, and you better not bring my mama into this. All
Now,
right,
what do you-
folks,
now-
we're out of here.
Yeah, I am too. All right, let me know tomorrow what you guys want to do.
I'll let you know if y'all might shit out. We should be fine. I see no big issues, but you never know.
right. All right, we'll just
All right.
then we'll plan on Sunday, and we'll get Miss Lindia her boom boom shrimp on Sunday.
Yeah, we'll get her a peacock first, then boom boom shrimp.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
We'll get there real early, because the spot, you got one time through it,
Thanks,
then around
Yep.
the neighborhood a couple times, then we're done.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Ted.
that'll
Yes,
work.
Buckley, I figure he done fell asleep while he was laying in the bed.
Bye, Amanda.
Wait a minute, he has 1 hour and 18 minutes of footage. Wah.
Hope your Saturday's good.
Joe, how many hours of footage did you have when we caught 100 and some fish?
Boom, boom, peacock. You got that right, Joe.
Boom, boom, peacock.
Boom boom peacock. All right,
I have-
kids.
I have like 8 hours of footage every time we go fishing.
I usually have at least like 3-4 on a good day.
Yeah. Oh, I let I let mine roll, son.
Oh yeah, true.
All right, later, folks. We're up out of here. Like, subscribe, share. What do you say, Lindy?
Fishing is fun.
Fishing is fun, and boom, boom, shrimp is good.
Real good.
All right,
Later,
guys.
See you, Doc.
Appreciate y'all coming in. Good night.